Yes, previously it was just I have told you about how versioning we can do. Now let's start with the signing and packaging our mobile app. Android requires that all APKs be digitally signed with a certificate before they are installed on a device or updated. If you use Android app bundles, you need to sign only your app bundle before you upload it to the Play console. And app signing by Google Play take care of the rest. However, you can also manually sign your app for upload to Google Play and other app store. Um, there are some following guidelines how I can sign your app application to release to the Google Play using Android Studio, and how to option it in app signing by the Google Play. Now the following is the high level overview of the steps you might need to take to sign and publish an app, new app to the Google Play. There are some key points to be get in consideration. That is, generate and upload key and key store. Second, sign your app with your upload key. Option, upload app with a high level. Just there are some conditions we need to know. Then upload your app to the Google Play and prepare and roll out release of your app. Okay. If instead your app is already published to the Google Play Store with an existing app signing key, or you would like to choose the app signing key for a new app instead of having a Google generate it and follows these, you have to follow some steps. First, assign your app with your app signing key and select the option to encrypt and export its signing key. Second, upload your app signing key to the option into the app signing by the Google Play. Third, recommended, which is recommended, generate and registered and upload certificates for future updates to your app. Upload your app to the Google Play and prepare and roll out release of your app. This explores how to manage your own key for when uploading your app to other app stores. If you do not use Android Studio, or rather sign your app from the command line, you will learn to know how to use. If you are building an Wear OS app, the process for signing the app can differ from the process described here. It will be somewhat changeable. Okay, this was actually just an overview how to sign an app. Now we are going to see app signing by the Google Play, how the Google used to sign the app. With app signing by Google Play, Google manages and protects your app signing key for you and uses it to sign your APKs for distribution. And because app bundles differ building and signing APKs to the Google Play Store, you need to option into app signing by Google Play before you upload your app bundle. Doing so lets you benefit. Yes, starting with the app signing by the Google Play. Just with this, I need to just explain what is actually the Google Play, how my app is going to be signed by the Google Play. With app signing by Google Play, Google manage and protects your app signing key for you and use it to sign your APKs for distribution. And because app bundles differs building and signing APKs to the Google Play Store, you need to sign in app signing by the Google Play before you upload your app bundle. Doing so let you benefits from the following. Use the Android app bundle and support Google's Play dynamic delivery. The Android app bundle makes your app much more smaller and you realize simpler and make possible dynamic features and instant experience. And second one, increase the security of your signing key and make it possible to use separate upload key to cite the app bundle you upload to the Google. Opting into the app signing by the Google Play applies to for the lifetime of your app. In order to ensure security after you opt in, you cannot retrieve a copy of your app signing key, and you can't delete it from Google server without deleting your app. This is most important part of this, how app signing by the Google. App signing by Google Play uses two keys, the app signing key and the upload key. And as the app signing key and upload key, which are described in further as keys and key store. You keep the upload key and use it to sign your app for upload to the Google Play Store. By using a separate upload key, you can request an upload key reset if your key is ever lost or compromised. By comparison, if you are not opted into app signing by Google Play and you lose your app signing key, you lose the ability to update your app. So when you are ready to publish, you can sign your app using Android Studio, upload it to the Google Play. The key with which you sign your app becomes your app's upload key. Google uses the upload certificates to verify your identity and sign your APKs. With your app signing key for distribution, the figure itself shows you the content, that is signing an app with an app signing by the Google Play. The figure shows if you do not already have an app signing key, you can generate one during the sign up process. When you opt into app signing by Google Play, you are not able to download the signing key from the Google. If you want to use the same signing key across multiple store, make sure to provide your own signing key when you opt into app signing by the Google Play, instead of having the Google generate one for you. Okay, this figure shows you the actual process of what is going to be done if you are having a key, if you having a key or not having a key. Your keys are stored on the same infrastructure. Sorry, your keys are stored on the same infrastructure that Google uses to store its own key, where they are protected by Google Key Management Services. This about Google Key Manager, so you can know more about on reading the Google Cloud Security white papers. When you use the app signing by the Google Play, if you lose or your signing app by the Google Play, if you lose or you upload key, or if it is compromised, you can contact Google to revoke your old upload key and generate a new one. Because your app signing key is secured by Google, you can continue to upload new version of your app as update to the original app. If you change your upload key, then you have to reset or go for comprising the private upload key. The next section describes the concepts and related to the app signing and security. If you would rather skip ahead and learn how to prepare your app for upload to Google Play Store, you have to sign your app for the release. Now, next part of this is what is the key actually. What is the key certificates and key store we are always mentioning. Then let's go for it. That is keys are nothing but we are going to get stored for it, as just only generally just I have explained. Then Google security white paper, and again how if it is lost, then you have to reset, or you have to comprise, or you have to upload for the private upload key. Now just I have just discussed that is what is key certificates and key store. When it comes to signing your app, it's important to understand the concepts and definition described. What is certificate? A public certificate, that is it is given by .der or .pem files, also known as digital certificate or an identity or an identity certificate contain the public key of a public or a private key pair as well as some other metadata identifying the owner. For example, name and location, who holds the corresponding private key. When signing your app, the signing tool attaches the certificate to your app. The certificate associates the APK or app bundle to you and your corresponding private key. This helps Android ensure that any future updates to your app are authentic and come from the original author. The key used to create the certificate is called the app signing key. Used to call is app signing key. You can download the certificate for your app signing key and your uploaded key from the app signing page in the Play console in order to register your key with API provider. The certificate can be shared with anyone. It does not contain your private key. Every app must use the same certificate throughout its lifespan in order for user to be able to install new version as updates to the app. For just in order to get the benefits of using the same certificate for all your app throughout their lifespan, you need to go just check for signing consideration. Then certificate fingerprints is a short and unique representation of a certificate that is often requested by API provider alongside the package name to register an app to use their services. The MD5, SHA1 and SHA256 fingerprints of the upload and app signing certificates can be found on the app signing page of the Play console. Other fingerprints can also be computed by downloading the original certificate, that is the .der, for the same page. Now there are some different keys also provided in order to get understand the different types of keys and their features. The first one was the app signing key, the key that is used to sign APKs that are installed on user device. As a part of Android secure update model, the signing key never changes during the lifetime of your app. The app signing key is a private and must be kept secret. You can, however, share the certificate that is generated using your app signing key. Upload key. What is that upload key? This is the key you use to sign the app bundle or APK before you upload it. For app signing with the Google Play, you must keep the upload key secret. However, you can share the certificate that is generated using your upload key. You may generate an upload key in one of the following way. If you choose for Google to generate the app signing key for you, when you opt in, then the key you use to sign your app for release is designated as your upload key. If you provide the app signing key to Google when opting in your key new or existing app, then you have the option to generate a new upload key during or after opting in for increased security. And if you do not generate a new upload key, you continue to use your app signing key as your upload key to sign each release. To keep your key secure, it's good idea to make sure your app signing key and upload keys are different. Next part is the Java key, which is given by JKS .jks or .keystore, a binary file that serves as a repository of a certificates and a private key. Next was a Play Encrypt private key, that is PPK tool. Using this tool to export private keys from a Java key store and encrypt them from transfer to the Google Play when providing the app signing key for Google to use. Select the option to export and upload a key from a Java key store and follow the instructions to download and use the tool. Alternatively, Alternatively, selects the options to export and upload a key not using a Java key store to download, review, and used the PEPK tools option source code. Or that is open source code, you can say that. Now, this was what is the certificate, what is key store, what is key, just we had discussed. Now, next part for this is how the signing our app to be get debugged, with how my application should get debugged with the signing. When running or debugging the project from the IDE, and the studio automatically signs your app with debug certificate generated by the it is generated by Android SDK tool. And the first time you run or debug your project in Android Studio, the IDE automatically creates the debug key store and certificate, and which is given in the form that is in $home slash dot android dot slash debug dot key store, and sets the key store and key password. Because the debug certificate is created by the build tool and is insecure by design, most app store, including the Google Play Store also, do not accept apps signed with a debug certificate for publishing. Android Studio automatically stores your debug signing information in a signing configuration, so you do not have to enter it every time you debug. A signing configuration is an object consisting of all of the necessary information to sign your app, including the key store location, the key store password, key name, and key password. You cannot directly edit the debug signing configuration, but you can configure how you sign your released build. Just you have to just build and run the app. Now, sometimes these applications are having the limited time of types of certificates. If it is expired then what we can do? For that purpose, there is some content, that is expiry of the debug certificate. If it is the self-signed certificate used to sign your app for debug, has an expiration date of 30 years from its creation date. And when the certificates expire, you get a build error. And if it is getting a build error, then you need to do again a renewal for each certificate. This is expiration of the self-signed certificate used to sign your app for debugging has expiration date of 30 years from its creation date. When the certificate expires, you get a build error. In order to fix this problem, simply delete the debug.keystore file stored in one of the following location. Then it will maybe for OS and for Linux given the path, that is a slash dot android or C as documents and settings. In settings you have to go for user. In that user you need to go for Android, and from Android then on Windows XP. Or if it is not there, users in user then Android, and then on Android, that is which Vista 7, 6, 8, whatever the version you have to clear from it. And the next time you build or run a debug version of your app, Android Studio regenerate a new key store and a debugger key. Now, signing your app to release in the Google Play. When you are ready to publish your app, you need to sign your app and upload it to an store such as Google Play. When publishing your app to the Google Play, you should also opt it to an app signing by the Google Play. This section shows how properly signing your app for release and opt into the app signing by the Google Play. Then there generates an upload key and key store. If you don't already have an upload key, when is useful when opening it to an app signing by the Google Play. You can generate one using Android Studio as follow. In the menu bar, click on build generate a signed bundle APK. In the generate sign button or APK dialog, select Android app bundle or APK and click next. If below in the field of the key store path, click and create a new one. Create a new one as shown in the figure. On the new key store windows, provide the following information for your key store and key as shown in the given figure. The key store path, select the location where your key store should be created. Password, creates and confirm a secure password for your key store key. Alias, enter any identifying name for your key. Password, create and confirm the password, secure password for your key. This should be different from the password you choose for your key store. Validity, send the length of the time in year that your key will be valid. Your key should be valid for at least 25 years, so you can sign and update with the same key through the lifespan of your app. Certificate, enter some information about yourself for your certificate. This information is not displayed in your app but is included in your certificate as a part of the APK. Once you had created completed the form, click on OK. If you would like to build and sign your app with your upload key, continue to the section the how to sign your app with uploaded key and then can generate. If you want to only generate the key and key, so click cancel. If you want to just only generate key and key store, you can click on a cancel button. Okay, now sign up your app with your key. If you already have an uploaded key, use it to sign up your yesterday. Your app is already signed and published to the Google Play Store with an existing app signing key. Use it to sign your app and make sure to encrypt and export it to the your app into app signing by Google Play. You can later generate a separate upload key and register your upload key's public certificate with Google Play to sign and upload subsequent update to your app. To sign your app using Android Studio and export an access app signing key, you have to follow these. You have to follow some applications, some rules. Then there are some steps this figure will dictate you. I am just dictating what this content I have need to do. To sign your app with using Android Studio and export an existing app signing, okay, following steps are done. If you don't currently have the generate sign bundle figure dialog open, click build, open on a click and build generate sign bundle APK. In the generate sign bundle or APK dialog, select either Android app bundle or APK and click next button. Select a model from the drop down. Specify the path to your key store and alias for your key and enter the password for both. If you have not yet prepared your upload key store and key, first generate an upload key and key store, then return to complete the steps. This is actually the figure showing that signing your app with your upload key. If you are signing an app bundle with an existing app signing key and you would like to later opt your app into app signing by the Google Play, check the box next to the export encrypted key and specify path to save your signing key as an encrypted one. That is given with the help that is PEPK file. You can then use your encrypted app signing key app to in existing app into the app signing by the Google Play. Click on the next button in the next window as shown the next figure. That is select the destination folder for your sign app. Selected the build type, choose the product flavor if applicable. If you are building and signing an APK, you need to select which signature version you want your app to support, and if it is just making it more, you need to go with the Google Play support APK signature scheme, and if they are not already published with this existing certificates, then you need to publish. And lastly, you have to click on a finish button as shown in this figure. And if your project uses product flavor, you can select multiple product flavor while holding down the control key on the Windows or the Linux or the command key on a Macintosh. Android Studio will generate a separate APK and bundles also for each favorite flavor for your select. And after Android Studio finishes building your sign up, you can either locate or analyze your app by clicking on the appropriate option in the pop-up notification. If you select the option to export your signing key, you can quickly navigate to the by clicking the drop down arrow in the bottom right corner of the pop-up to expand it and clicking show exported key, and as shown in the figure, then which you can opt in an app signing by this for the Google Play Store. And this is configuration build step automatically signing my automatically signing for the application to get enrolled, and which will generate the app keys also for consideration, which will gives you each content in a very specific manner. Okay, just now configuring the build process to automatically sign your app. Maybe in Android Studio you can configure a project to signing the release version of your app automatically during the build process by creating signing configuration and assigning release build type. A signing configuration consists of key store location, key password, key alias, key password, again key passwords again. In order to create signing configuration and assigning it to the release type using Android Studio, to complete the following step. Project in the project window, you have to right click on your app and open the module. On the project structure, you can under the module in the left panel, click the module you would like to sign in, click the signing tab, then click and add. If select your keys file and enter a name for this signing configuration. You may create more than one and enter the required information. This is how I'm going to get. Then click the build type tab, click the release build under signing config, select the signing configuration you have just created, click on OK button. Now click on OK button. Just after clicking on the OK button, you need to go with the managing your own signing key. If you choose not opt in app signing by Google Pay, you may manage your app signing key on key store. Keep in mind you are responsible for securing the key and the key store. Additionally, your app will not be able to support Android app button like Google Play's dynamic delivery. When you are ready to create your own key and key store, make sure you first choose a strong password for your key store and a separate strong password for each private key store in the key store. You must keep your key store in a safe and secure place. If you lose access to your app signing key or your key is compromised, Google cannot retrieve the app signing key for you, and you will not be able to realize new version of your app to user as update to the original app. If you manage your own app signing key and key store, when you sign your app, you will sign it locally using an app signing key and upload the sign APK directly to the Google Play Store for distribution. Again, when you are using the app signing Google Play, Google keeps your signing key safe and ensure that your apps are correctly signed and able to receive updates throughout their lifespan. However, if you decide to manage your app signing key yourself, there are few considerations you should keep in mind. When consideration is regarding the app upgrade, app modularity, again some code data sharing through permissions. Then these several reasons why should use so. An app upgrade, when the system is installing an update to an app, it compares the certificates in the new version with those in the existing version. The system allows the update if the certificates matches. If you sign the if you sign the new version with different certificate, you must assign a different package name to the app. In this case, with the user install the new version as a completely new app. And app modularity, it will show the allows applications signed by the same certificate to run in the same process. if the app so requests, so that the system treats them as a single app. In this way, you can deploy your app in a module and user can update each of the modules immediately and independently. Android provides a signature-based permission enforcement so that an app can expose functionality to another app that is signed with a specified certificate. By signing multiple APKs with the same certificate and using signature-based permission checks, your app can share code and data in a secure manner. If you plan to support upgrade for an app, ensure that your app signing key has a validity period that exceeds the expected lifespan of that app. A validity period of 25 years or more is recommended. When your key's validate period expires, user will no longer be able to seamlessly upgrade to the new version of your app. And if you plan to publish your app on Google Play, the key you signing must have validity period ending after 22 October 2033, which will enforce this requirement to ensure that the user can seamlessly upgrade app when new versions are available. And it is mandatory to keep your key secure. If you choose to manage and secure your app signing key and key store yourself instead of opting to the app signing by the Google, securing app signing key is of critical importance both to you and user. If you allow someone to use your key, or if you leave your key store and password in the unsecure location such that the third party could find and use them, your authoring identity and the trust of the users are compromised. If you use app signing by Google Play, your app signing key is kept secure using Google's infrastructure, and you should still keep your upload key secure as described already. If third party should manage to take our key without your knowledge or permission, that person could sign and distribute app that maliciously replace your authentic app to corrupt them. Such such person could also sign and distribute app under your identity and attack other app for the system itself, or corrupt or steal user data. And your private key is required for signing all the future versions of your app. If you lose or misplace your key, you will not be able to update the existing data. You cannot regenerate also previously generated key. Your reputation as a developer entity depends on your securing your app signing key properly at all time until the key is expired. And here are some tips for keeping your key. Select the strong password for the some key important points I need to discuss with you. Select strong password for the key and key store. Do not give or lend anyone to your private key, and do not let another authorized person know about key and key store. Keep the key store file containing your private key in a safe, secure place. In general, if you want follow the common sense precaution when generating, using the storing your key, it will remain secure. And if you are removing the sign information from your build, if you have to create the signing configuration and assign it to one or more build type. These infrastructure assumes you have configured a single signing configuration for your release build type. You have to create a file name. Creating a file name in this directory for your post, this file should contain the signing information also. And that builds, you should choose to store your key store properties file in other location also. And if it is for example in the module folder than the root folder for the project, or you open your build server if you are using a continuous integration tool. In that case, you should modify the code above the correctly initialized. This some refers should be because your build files no longer contain sensitive information, and if it is containing the sensitive information, you need to go with some include some their source control or upload them in the shared code base. In the next next slide, I am going to share with you the content regarding how I am going to distributing my application over distributing how I am going to distribute my application on a mobile marketplace. Thank you.